Yo, what's up, people? It's your boy P, also known as Captain P67. We're back here today for some more Last Epoch content. So, if you have seen some of the recent patch notes or the notes in general or what's been going around, you may have heard of what's been happening. However, for some people that aren't informed of what's going on with Last Epoch, we're going to be covering over the new sort of like updates on it from the devs themselves. We're on the official forum, so we'll go through everything top to bottom, so we won't leave anything or no stone unturned. And on my end, I have played Last Epoch quite a lot. I've currently got 4,314 hours in the game. I've made several team. I'm making a new word just for this, different builds, characters. A lot of them on my YouTube you can check out if you want any builds from the game itself, or try those out. However, we're just going to go into what's happening right now and cover that as well. But this is just to show, you know, I've got quite a lot of play time. I do understand the game. I've been here since the beginning, way before launch, early access, and just to give you my point of view, my perspective, and what I think the situation with Epoch is right now. So without further ado, this again is on the official page of Last Epoch. So what I'll do is I'll abbreviate and read through everything they've said, and then add on my 2 cents and break it down from my point of view, from a neutral point of view as well, and then take what you will as the information, then we can move from there. So, travelers, today we're releasing our updated roadmap leading to the launch of Last Epoch Oribis, and along with the answers to several of the biggest questions the community has been asking. So the one we've heard the most is simple. Will the Last Epoch Oribis expansion be free for the existing player? The answer is yes. So yes is the definite answer. Anyone on PC who owns Last Epoch before the launch of Oribis expansion will receive the expansion as a free update. New players and PlayStation 5 players will be purchasing Last Epoch, all of its seasonal content, on the Oribis expansion as one updated purchase. So basically, if you already own it on PC, expansion's already free for you. I'm assuming if you buy it after that, after the launch obviously, then you're gonna have to pay for it, but it would include everything for you. And same with the PlayStation 5 players, you're obviously gonna be buying it because it's gonna be new on PlayStation, on console, and you'll basically get everything included once you purchase it. So that kind of covers that. So clear as day, it's going to be free if you've already got it. If you don't have it, you get it after release, you'll have to pay for it on PC and PlayStation. But anyone who owns it previously, it's free for the expansion. Alongside the free expansion content, I'm excited to announce that we're introducing something genuinely new to Last Epoch, a fully alternate playable class built on systems that work differently from anything else in the game. We're calling this new category Paradox Classes. And the first one will debut alongside the upcoming expansion as paid DLC. So paid DLC. So I hope that's clear. Paid DLC. For players who want to explore the new playstyles, these classes will let us experiment in new innovative ways, and we'll have plenty to share as we get closer to release. I'm going to read this exactly, then I'll break it down what I think after, so there's no confusion. We're committed to supporting Last Epoch for years with new stories, systems, itemization, updates, ways to play, onboarding improvements, seasonal mechanics, and more. There's never been a better time to step into the world of Eterra. Before the expansion arrives, we have 2 more seasons planned. Season 4 is slated for early 2026 and will introduce a new seasonal mechanic along with several highly requested updates. We'll start sharing teasers and a firm release date soon. Keep an eye on our streams and social channels. We also have more to reveal about Season 5 as we move later into 2026. Together, these 2 seasons lead directly into the launch of Last Epoch Oribis, as outlined in the roadmap below. Yeah, so I'm just catching up with some comments on the stream chat as well. So yeah, guys, I'll chat with you all and we'll cover it after as well also. So yeah, you can keep posting your thoughts and opinions and that will all be included in the video. So as they're showing on the roadmap itself, last Epoch Season 4 and beyond. So we had the Eterra's Ancient Past with the primordial stuff, which was cool. And again, I'll give a full breakdown of what I thought and where it's going. And the next seasons 4 and 5, it's got a few pictures or 2 pictures, so you can kind of maybe guess what's going to happen, and then the rest will just come as it comes. And while we want to shorten the time between seasonal releases, it matters more that each season is strong enough to be worthy of inviting our players back to play. Right now, we are upgrading internal tools, hiring and onboarding many new team members, and preparing the game for PlayStation 5 while building the seasonal content. Trying to speed up during this period only sacrifice quality. We will work towards faster seasonal releases when the studio can support it in a healthy way as the team grows. Also, there's been a lot of discussion around Krafton's recent comments about being AI first and what might mean for EHG. To be clear, our development approach is not changing. We remain focused on building Last Epoch the same way we always have, with the same hands-on design philosophy. To support this, we are hiring across several disciplines. If you have experience that fits and a real understanding of ARPG genre, we encourage you to apply here. If you're looking for a job, there you go, folks. If you're good at any of those, maybe apply there and see what you can do. Might be an opportunity for someone. The team is focused on upcoming seasons, the expansion, and getting Last Epoch ready for multiple platforms. Have you noticed it? Last Epoch ready for multiple platforms, so not just PlayStation 5, maybe others in the future, as we continue to grow and upgrade our studio. We appreciate your support. Look forward to bringing you more great Last Epoch content soon. Judge Cobbler, Game Director, Last Epoch. Okay, so that is officially word for word everything they have wrote, and that's what they've said. Now, like I said, I want to just give my thoughts on it from a player's point of view who's been playing it since way before release, early access, and with the hours I've shown you. And again, all the videos on my YouTube channel, all the builds I've made, all the content I made for the game. I'm still getting views and comments now and builds I've made and just thank yous and stuff like that, which is cool. And just me covering the game in general. And I've got to say, I absolutely love Last Epoch. I've loved it since I first played it. I've loved the game all the way through. With the last season, I did feel it didn't hit as well, and I was honest about that. So in regards to me just talking about the game itself, I think it's a phenomenal game. All the seasons have been fire. The one prior to last season was amazing. I think the most recent season though wasn't at the pinnacle. There was a couple of reasons for that. I did find a few bugs and glitches in there, and things were obviously, they patched a lot of things as well, but it just didn't feel the same as quality as the previous season. So as far as consistency goes for me, like I said, I've always kind of loved Last Epoch. I thought it's a phenomenal game, and I've always looked for the positives in regards to most of the stuff was insanely good, and I've had so much fun with the game, and all the hours I put in, it didn't feel like I was slogging or I had to play. I played it because I wanted to play and stream it, and made a good community around that game also. However, like I said, I am honest and just tell it how it is and just straight neutral with it. If there's something I find an issue with it, I will just tell the truth. And one more thing in Last Epoch's defense, same thing. When one of the seasons came out, the controller support had some issues. I literally made a video about it, and within 8 hours it got fixed. Like literally 8 hours. And another thing to go more in EHG's favour, not only have I had EHG mods been in my streams before, we've talked and had great combos. I've invited them to the Discord before if they wanted to hang out and chill. We talk about sometimes the music that was played. I'd share the couple of songs that I played and stream that they liked, stuff like that. So the actual their team is phenomenal, I've got to say. And on top of that, they've also raided me several times before. Whenever they finish their stream, they've raided me multiple times. Most of my titles have been helping viewers, and then they've been like, oh, we want to see you helping. I've been helping people. And the times I got raided was phenomenal. So in regards to EHG themselves, I think they're phenomenal. Good community, good team, and like I said, developers wise, I think they're amazing. However, with this whole situation, going back to I think what causes the main issue with a lot of people, why a lot of people might be angry, is just this part. I think everyone was under the conception that they would never do any sort of like paid content or paid DLC. And I'm kind of into that category as well. I thought the game was fine for what it was, and I didn't think there would need to be any paid DLC. But there's two things that I think that might not be that great with this. Number one, paid DLC. I think it's a catch-22 because I think it's going to be an issue either way. If these get released and these end up being really, really strong, and people call it pay to win, and I've had a discussion with some of my viewers before we even covered this, people automatically can say pay to win, which does kind of annoy a lot of people, and a lot of people don't like that. However, on the other end, if these classes aren't even that great, why would you then spend money for those? Do you know what I mean? If they're godlike and they say they're paid to win because they're that good, people are going to complain on that end. And then on the other end, if they get released and they just release aside the other builds that are available, if they're not that good, people are going to argue. And even myself, I was thinking, why would you then pay for the extra DLC? It might be a different way of playing it, but if they're not that great, what's the point in paying for them? So in regards to that move, I think could definitely be a negative thing, especially with the feedback I've had and just off my community and just people coming through in general conversation. So I'm going to leave it to them to obviously do what they do, and then on release, whatever they decide to do, that's on them. But yeah, just going off two different points of view, I'd say if they release it and they're broken, people are going to say it's pay to win. And if they release them, they're not that great, people are like, well, why am I spending money to play a class that's just kind of mid, or it's the same? It doesn't really make any sense. But then on the other end, I do understand that there are companies and businesses that need to make money, so I understand why they may have done it, but maybe this just wasn't the one to do, and maybe they could have just charged for maybe the expansion separately, from a different point of view. Maybe they could change it to that in the future, so instead of you paying for separate classes separately several times, maybe the actual expansion could be a set amount of price, and then you just pay for the one expansion and it includes everything. And then same with the Paradox classes, could be their alternate class to play with, but not broken, or as you call pay to win, if that's what people want to call it. So that's what I generally think overall, what might be an option. And again, I don't know how set in stone is, if things can change, or if they can will be changed, but yeah, we'll have to just wait and see. But that's what I think overall in regards to the paid DLC and the Paradox classes. That's my kind of alternate version, if there was a way of changing it to be more beneficial or not to cause so much negative feedback, I'd say, from a lot of people, because there hasn't literally been one person who's said anything positive in regards to this, from my point of view or what I've heard. So that's what I think, and that's my overall take on the current situation of Last Epoch. So there you go, folks. That's my overall thoughts on Last Epoch, where I'm at with it. So I'm just going to have to leave it to see what happens in the future. But like I said, with EHG themselves, I think they're phenomenal, good peoples, good team, and the rest we'll just have to see what happens in the future. So post in the comments below what you think and what your thoughts are. If you got any ideas or suggestions, what could be different, or how you maybe think will be more beneficial for everybody, the business side as well as the community. And I also stream live on Twitch every single day. So I am a variety streamer. I play a lot of different games. Currently on Path of Exile 2 myself now. Thousands of hours in this game as well. And I'm just neutral in regards to playing different games. So if there's any other games you want me to check out or recommend or just give feedback for, I can do that for you as well. But apart from that, this is Captain P67 signing out. So wherever you are, have a good morning, have a good night, have a good evening. I will catch you on the next one. Take it easy and peace out.